Tiger's a star. He's a star unlike many other athletes in professional sports. He drives ratings. He is so important to the sport in which he plays. And in fact, that entire sport's popularity, this is something we knew. This is something that was confirmed for us over the weekend. And I'm here to tell you, the NBA, the sport, well, it's the most celebrated at the moment. The NBA, the one who sees ratings increases, who's applauded in every corner, who doesn't have to deal with negative headlines. The NBA who has stars feuding with each other, stars and soap operas, stars and petty. The NBA should look at what's happened with golf and Tiger Woods over the last 15 years and say to itself, whew, there goes a cautionary tale. And there, but for the grace of God, go I. I remember this article that Bill Simmons wrote back in his Grantland days. I loved it. It was, what does it mean to be a movie star? Who are the true movie stars of our time? Now, again, this was when Simmons was writing for Grantland, so this was some time ago. But they went through an analysis, and they said, who is it that can truly be defined as a movie star? And what did that mean? That meant that you were guaranteed box office every time you were on the marquee. Every time you put out a movie, you could guarantee the studio hundreds of millions of dollars in return. And at the end of the analysis, after looking at the careers of Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt and Harrison Ford, the one true movie star at that time, and there was only one, the one true guy that was guaranteed bankable box office was Will Smith. And he knew it, and he engineered his career and took roles and only starred in movies that would be hits. It made him. He was a star, and he ensured to remain a star by what he did. But it got me thinking, where are the stars of today? The idea of superstars, of somebody like Tiger Woods, somebody that you can't turn your attention away from, the idea of that person in modern society, be it in movies, in music, and yes, in sports, it's kind of a dying concept. And so many of the sports that we've seen declines in, we should ask ourselves, well, this is because we no longer see stars. And so many of the sports we celebrated, we might say to ourselves, what happens when the star leaves? Let me show you what I'm talking about. Here are the ratings for the NBA Finals throughout the 1990s. In 1993, it was the Chicago Bulls against the Phoenix Suns. That's Jordan against Barkley, and the rating was a 17.9. That's the last year before Jordan went into semi-retirement because of gambling or, I don't know, introspection, whatever it may have been that caused Michael Jordan to go ride the bus in minor league baseball. But the next year, the ratings in 1994 fell to a 12.4, from a 17.9 down to a 12.4. It stayed there the next year as Jordan stayed in basketball with a 13.9. Jordan comes back in 96, and ratings come back with him, 16.7. In 97, a 16.8. In 98, he sets the record. It stands to this day for the highest rated NBA Finals, an 18.7. Jordan retires again, and what happens? It craters to an 11.7. That's the power of superstardom. And the NBA, in the years after Michael Jordan, essentially existed in the wilderness. What do? Who's our star? Is it Harold Miner out of USC? Let's call him Baby Jordan. Let's see if that catches on. They didn't have anything until essentially 2004 when LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, and Dwayne Wade come out in the same draft. And since then, you've seen the renaissance, driven by a superstar in LeBron James. That's what stardom has done for the NBA. We know what it's done for golf with Tiger Woods. My friend from First Take, Stephen A. Smith's talked about this. Sports, golf, they need Tiger Woods. Listen. Do we have Stephen A. on Tiger?
Hold on.
Once again, Bubba caught off guard, second day in a row.
Not on the screen, and I'm trying to talk over here with my producer.
Days like yesterday reminded us all of why we love sports so much. And I think that golf with Tiger Woods, not without him, with Tiger Woods, I think that did that for us yesterday. And I owe an incredible debt of gratitude to Tiger for that, because it was beautiful to see, it was beautiful to watch, and it just reminded us of all, what the world of sports is supposed to be all about.
And so you say to yourself, where are the superstars today? In the other sports, think about baseball. Baseball gets so little attention. In the 90s, we had McGwire and Sosa. Today, we have Trout and Harper. Trout and Harper are better players than McGwire and Sosa were. They don't have the home run chase that they did, but they're not the stars that McGwire and Sosa were. Football still has Tom Brady, but it doesn't have Peyton Manning anymore. It doesn't have that rivalry. And when Tom Brady's gone, who's going to be there to pick up the slack? Same thing I'm saying with basketball. When LeBron James is gone, are you telling me Anthony Davis is going to be the superstar that carries the league? Kevin Durant, the superstar that carries the league, that drives ratings? Basketball. Baseball's already experienced it. Football, less dependent upon stars, to be quite honest, more dependent upon logos and helmets. But still, once Tom Brady, once LeBron James is gone, where do your stars come from? And I'm telling you that I don't think they grow on trees, much less do I think they ever come along. There may never be another LeBron James. There may never be another Tiger Woods. I mean, who's the biggest movie star out there today? Who's the biggest one today? The Rock? The Rock is nothing like what Brad Pitt was in the 90s. You put Brad Pitt on a magazine cover, and it sold. Everybody walking the street absolutely knew who Brad Pitt was. I know The Rock is a star, but it's not the same level of star. In a day and age with attention fractured, platforms becoming smaller, people can go to anything, any screen, any device, any channel to find attention. You don't create stars like you did yesterday. You don't create stars like you did in the 90s.